The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. The COMELEC, sitting as the National Board of Canvassers, now has 14 COCs left to canvass before they can proclaim the winners of the senatorial and party list race. To give us the latest on this, we have Greg Gregorio now joining us live from the PICC in Pasay. Good morning, Greg. Could you tell us more about this? How many COCs has the NBOC canvassed so far, and how many were they able to canvass over the weekend?
Hi Charles, as of yesterday's session, the COMELEC Bank, sitting as the National Board of Canvassers, has already canvassed 159 COCs, and this is already more than 90% of the total 173 COCs that the COMELEC would be needing for them to proclaim the winning senators and party list groups in this 2022 national and local elections. Charles?
Greg, could you give us more details about these 14 remaining COCs that have yet to be canvassed by the NBOC? How long will this take them?
Charles, first, 11 of this 14 remaining COCs are manually prepared COCs that the COMELEC is waiting to receive from overseas polling places. Other two COCs are electronically prepared. One is from Hong Kong and the other is from Lanao del Sur. First, the COC from Hong Kong has been delayed because of the pending situation in Shanghai, wherein the elections or the overseas voting has been put on hold since the area has been under lockdown due to a continuing threat of COVID-19. The COMELEC Bank has been deciding whether to give order for Hong Kong to transmit their COCs without the votes from Shanghai, or they would have to wait for the special elections in Shanghai should the lockdown there would be lifted. The other COC is from Lanao del Sur, wherein several barangays in 3 municipalities, to be in particular the Butig, Binidayan, and Tubaran, where there were several areas where there were declaration of failure of elections in several areas due to threat and violence. And according to the COMELEC Bank, these 14 COCs are expected to come in the days to come. We will also know if part of this will be part of those that will be canvassed later this afternoon. Charles?
Greg, despite all that, I understand that the winners for the senatorial and party list races are set to be proclaimed soon. When will the NBOC actually do this?
Charles, based on the statement of COMELEC Commissioner George Garcia, they target to proclaim the winning senators by Wednesday afternoon. This depends if the COC from the Hong Kong would arrive on Tuesday. Apart from that, they also target to proclaim the winning party list groups by Thursday afternoon. Charles?
Thanks for that, Greg. That was Greg Gregorio reporting live from Pasay City. The UP School of Statistics says the 68-32 ratio trend of votes between Bongbong Marcos and Vice President Leni Robredo does not indicate cheating. In a statement, the school said that the unchanging ratio of the transmission of votes between Marcos Jr. and Robredo does not constitute an irregularity. They explained that without a clear context, this pattern of voting cannot be used as evidence for electoral fraud. We'll be back with more stories after a quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. Publishing company Adarna House faces red tagging after offering a book sale featuring children's books about martial law. Here's the report.
National Intelligence Coordinating Agency head Alex Paul Monteagudo red tag publishing company Adarna House for, quote, radicalizing children against the government. This comes after Adarna posted a Never Again book bundle sale featuring children's book that tells stories about the martial law era. Monteagudo said that this is the way of the CPP, NPA, NDF to influence children. NTF LCOC spokesperson Lorraine Badoy also commented on the post, saying that Adarna teaches children to plant hate and lies. One of the book's author, Augie Rivera, condemned the allegations. Rivera also denied that his book has ties to the communist group. The author added that it is a work of historical fiction that depicts important lessons and events from our history. Children's book author Neil Gaiman also reacted to the red tagging, saying it is not good. In an interview with Radio 5, history professor Xiao Chu has said that the books are based on history.
Bakit mahalaga, DJ Chacha, na ituro sa mga bata yung leksyon ng kasaysayan natin? Kasi tandaan natin na yung kasaysayan lang natin, hindi lang naman tukol yan sa magagandang ginawa ng ating mga leader. Kailangan matuto din tayo kung meron silang maling mga ginawa.
For its part, the Interior Department said they will consult the academe regarding Nica's report to identify the real reason behind the sale.
Ang security forces, iba yung pananaw nila kasi talagang enemy-oriented. Yung mga academics naman or academes, iba rin naman yung orientation nila. Ang gusto nila ay may present balance yung history. Kailangan talaga ay masusin pag-aralan natin to na balance at tama dapat yung nilalad natin history.
For News 5, Faith Del Mundo, we are One News.
The UP men's basketball team headlined the community's first bonfire as champions after more than 3 decades of waiting. Ryan Ang with the story.
Once again, the bonfire in UP Diliman was lit up after the UP Fighting Maroons clinched the UAAP Men's Basketball Championship after 36 years. The Fighting Maroons sealed the best-of-3 series against the Ateneo Blue Eagles last Friday, where point guard Joey Cagulangan emerged the hero of the game when he nailed a step-back three-pointer shot in overtime.
Kahit sino naman player, walang takot titira kasi tabla yung score eh. Diba? Kahit anong mangyari, mintis man o hindi, wala pa rin, kumbaga, nandun na yung loob mo eh. Thankful lang talaga ako sa tiwala ng coaches sa akin. At sa lahat ng UP community, sobrang thank you talaga.
Members of the UP community gathered outside the UP College of Human Kinetics to celebrate the victory. Free food and drinks from alumni were overflowing in the event. The bonfire was last lit up 8 years ago when the UP Fighting Maroons put an end to their 27-game losing streak. This time, the bonfire blazed to celebrate the end of a 36-year title drought. Last time they won a championship was in 1986 when Ronnie Magsanok and Benji Paras were part of the team.
Dati nakiki-bonfire lang ako sa ibang school pag nagja-champion sila. Pero ngayon, hindi ako makapaniwala na nagbo-bonfire na ako sa sarili naming school. Sobrang thrilling yung feeling ko.
Nakakaiyak and well-deserved kasi kita namin sa both teams yung soul nila na sa game, bawat tapon, bawat throw. Super ramdam ng buong community.
Fighting Maroons players and some UP officials gave their message to the UP community. Richie Rivero even invited one of her inspirations, actress Andrea Brillantes, to the stage. Rivero thanked the UP community for supporting the team. He even thanked those who criticized him, saying that their comments made him improve his game.
Again, hindi ko man po kayo mapasaya all the time kasi hindi ako perfecto. But I know na lahat po ng lessons na dadala ko siya everyday and I'm learning from it. And thank you guys. Yung mga hate comments and love comments, it's okay. I'm proud of it.
Some also took the time to chant their protests against martial law while the bonfire was burning. For News 5, Ryan Ang, we are One News.
The Philippine bodybuilding team is out of the 31st SEA Games. The International Federation of Bodybuilding and Fitness, or IFBB Philippines, said that the Philippine delegation was not given clearance to compete in the Vietnam Games. This after the group failed to submit a doping test result ahead of the tournament and were not accredited by the Asian Bodybuilding Federation. And those are the top stories of this hour. Join us later at 2 p.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.